Hey there, everybody. As usual, let me know if you can hear me talking. All right. Thanks a lot, Billy. Larry, thanks a lot. Can you guys hear me? Okay, great. Good. All right. Well, as you can see, once again, another 12 by 18-inch double glued watercolor paper. All right. I did the background sometime yesterday night, late night. Uh, I typically try to stray away from red, white, and blue, but it just happens to be red, white, and blue. All right. Um, we're gonna do another animal painting slash floral, a little bit of both. But I'm gonna do a take on Gary Jenkins' um, birds. Okay. I don't know if I'll do the birds tonight. Maybe tomorrow sometime, probably in the morning or early afternoon or something like that. Uh, and I don't even know if I'm going to do the same exact birds as his. Okay, but when I'm done with this, I'll show you his original painting. All right. Um, I'm not going to do it obviously exactly the same as his painting, but I will take the imagery and go from there. And his background is not black, red, white, and blue. All right. But okay, but it's rather simple. That's why I'm going to add the big flower first. I have to do certain things in certain order, in painting order. All right. You can hear the words coming out of my mouth. That's the idea. Awesome, Larry. So we're going to get started. It's the actual painting itself is really pretty simple. Okay, like I say, I'm going to add the big fat rolls in there just because one, just to make it different, but the idea is pretty much the same. Over on the lower right, you see I got the little white baby easel out. Okay, I have cad red, cad orange, cad yellow, titanium white. Oh man, I gotta think of this name of it. Windsor blue, which is a deep dark blue, and then raw umber. Okay, I do tend to like the super deep dark browns. Okay, because I can make something close to black with it if I put a deep red with it or in a blue. All right. Okay. And I think we're just gonna go right on with it here. The first thing I'm gonna do, because technically it's the furthest back, so to speak, is the flower. All right. Okay, and we'll start with that. Hey Madonna, how are you? Good to see you, Madonna. You caught me at the very beginning. All right. Okay, I'll mix in my sort of colors. I've written one of these. I'll just put it right here. Now this is going to turn kind of greenish. Okay, but I want a nice dark base, and then we can build up off of that. As you see, I'm not using too much paint. I really don't need to, and really you wouldn't either. When you used to see these guys on TV and they had these big old globs of paint on their giant easels, they're doing more than one painting. Okay, paint's expensive even for them, even though it's given to them. But man, paint's a lot of money, you know. So, uh, oh yes, I got so caught up in telling you guys this. I mixed this color, but it's not the color I wanted to mix first. But that's all right. A okay, no problem. I'll just rinse off. I'm working with a half-inch brush. Okay, I'm going to come in here right next door. A little red, a little orange, and that red. We'll just mix it all up in there like that. Okay, and we'll just stick with this. Nah, we'll slap a little yellow in there if I can get it. Oh, crap. Well, we'll put it in there like that. Stir it up. All right. We'll use this for a base color. It's all good. Hey, Tamsart, how are you? Good to see you. I'll repeat again. This is 12 by 18 watercolor paper, double watercolor paper. I glue it, keeps it stiff and everything. Okay, right now you're not going to see it, but there might be some little shiny parts and bits in there because it's filled with glycerin. I put the paint on there, then I put the glycerin in there. I just wiped it really crazy with the stiff brush to give it the look you're seeing, how that little cloudy-ish type of look. Okay, let's move on. We'll have this flower pretty much somewhat be maybe somewhat dead on. All right, I'll just sketch it out here. It'll be kind of rounded here. Something like this. All right, something like that. Okay. All right, and we'll just come in here and we'll do some little spinny things and whatnot. All right, something like that. And once again, this is just the it's the base color. All right. All right, and we'll pop it in there like that. Okay. I don't know if I need any more of this in here, really. I'll just throw it in here just to get rid of the paint. Okay, let's go with the dark stuff now. Now we'll put the dark stuff in there. We'll obviously pop it here in the center, like so. I'll just take my finger and I'll kind of fade it around there. Pretty deep in here, though. We'll play around out here with it. Okay. We'll get something maybe a little thinner here, all the way around, something like that. And we'll take it and we'll kind of flare it out. Okay, something like so-ish. All right, we're gonna clean this brush off. Clean it off fairly well. I use a thick paint because it reminds me of the oil paint I used to use. All right. Tell Angie I say hello, 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 Angie. All right. Let's get a little touch of yellow. We'll put it in here with the red and slap some orange in there. And now let's get a touch of white. All right. So we got a little bit of an orangey type of thing happening there. All right. We're gonna come over on this side. We're gonna go thin, thick, like so. All right. So we got that happening, and we'll kind of fade it out a little bit. All right. Just like that. Okay. So we got a little bit of that happening. Not really nothing wowy or whatnot, but we'll get to it. We'll put some of the lighter color over here. A little yellow. Now, this is a red flower. You highlight it differently than the other flower. You can't really use white because all of a sudden, mysteriously, it becomes a carnation. All right, so just letting you know. All right, we'll come here, and I'll kind of do a weird kind of flipping edge here like that. And what I'm doing when you see me do this is really just highlighting just the crazy edges. Then I'll just take and I'll kind of wipe this color on here. It's more or less the lit side. And we'll curve it around, do stuff like that. I'll just gently fade it away. Like this guy's going to be, believe it or not, in the back, but you'll see what I'm talking about a second or two here. All right. And then I'll just kind of use my finger and smooth it around a little bit, play around with it there. Like that. Don't want to get rid of all that darkness there. So I'll just keep, I'll play around with it more or less like that. We'll come over here towards the so-called back part. We'll flip, do a little something here, and then I'll just take it and kind of fade it and let it disappear a little bit there. We'll come. I don't really want to. Let's get a little bit of that red. I want to gradually put a somewhat of a shaded side. So we'll start it from here, just like this. It's still a little brighter, but obviously not as bright as what we had before. And so we'll play with it like this. Come around like that. All right. There. Something going on there like that. Whoops. Didn't want that, but it's all right. We'll just play around with it like that. Okay. Something like so. So it's starting to get there, starting to build up a little bit. Now with a 1/2 inch brush, you keep playing in the paint like that, you're going to build up some paint on your brush. You don't want that much paint on your brush. Okay. Hey, Linda, how are you? Trying to see around me. So what happened is, thank you for letting me know that. Okay. Because as you can see, I moved my chair. So if I lean in and do one of these numbers, I don't know that I'm doing that until you tell me. So I have to sit back and do it from there. But I'm glad you told me that. I apologize, but we're going to go over a few things, and I'll try not to do that on you. Okay. All right. But I do thank you for letting me know that. I really do. When you highlight something red, you use the red family. You use a little bit of orange. You use a little bit of yellow. Okay. So now I need a wee bit of glycerin to keep the paint a little more liquefied. I can throw this lid in the garbage. This lid is not offering any kind of protection. I kind of did that on myself, but I'll put it right there. Okay. I'll put the glycerin right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. You just see like a little bit of it. I'm going to use just the tip of the brush, not much. Okay, and then put it right in here. It just loosens up the paint for me. This is one of the reasons also I use heavy body acrylic paint. Okay, so let's go over here on this side. We're going to play around in here. And I'll just start adding. I want my flowers to kind of flare out today. So I'll just come here and I'll just come in there like that. Barely see it, and that's fine. That's kind of how I want it for right now. But you will get to see it once I highlight it a wee bit. But let's get the initial petals in there. Okay. Let's get the initial guys in there. Well, I'm just going hard at the start, and I'm just flipping toward the center there. Once again, you don't really see it well yet because the colors are so close, but you will when I start to highlight it. All right, but I want to start sketching out. This is the back petals back here, so I know pretty much where I'm gonna go with it. Let's get a little bit more orange, a little touch of yellow. Okay, the tiniest bit of red in there. Once again, it's pretty much in the red family, and this is how you get away with putting these different colors into a red flower. Use everything but white. If you use a lot of white, you're going to end up with a carnation. You got me? Okay. There. This. Like so. We're going to come around here. We'll add a little dangler right there. That's all right. We're going to put one right here on this side too. And so what I'm doing is I'm just highlighting or sketching, painting in where I put some of those loose strokes. Those loose strokes all of a sudden become petals. All right. We'll put some more orange there. We're going to use this. I'm going to add a slight touch of white to brighten this up a little bit. Get a touch of glycerin. We're going to build up different petals here. That's something that I tend not to do, and I should. to fill up the flower a little bit more. And that's kind of my fault when I do that. No, Linda, no. I know the title is a wee bit politically incorrect, but no, I wouldn't do that. But you'll see why once I put the birds in there. That's kind of funny. All right, I'm starting off obviously with brighter petals. Okay, we got them right here too, a little bit brighter. All right, even though it's still the core color, it's red. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna turn these upward because I like that darkness there. So we're gonna take this color. Well, thank you, Larry. I appreciate that. We're gonna flip that petal up just like that and go into that dark area, just like so. All right. So we can easily flip these guys around. I'll do it again. I'll do another one. I'll do it right here. I'm just building up, and then we'll turn it downward, have it go into the other petal, and we're gonna turn it right around in here, right into the darkness there. Okay. Just like so. All right. I'm going to get a little touch of white, some more glycerin. And we're going to get another batch of petals. We'll put them over here. I'm going to go right toward the edge, right there, and I'm going to push it right into that darkness there. Just like so. We're going to give it a little curve in there like that. I'm going to go in from the dark with my finger, just like that. All right. Oh, we'll pop another one here. Maybe have it come out and then come back in like that. I'll just fade it in. And I'll just wipe some of it away because I don't want to really kill off all that dark. I'll have this come in a little bit more and then come in like that. All right. Okay. Let's start highlighting a few of these. Let's go into our white and our yellow color. And we're going to start highlighting. Let's get a little more yellow. Now the yellow is going to take place of the pure white. All right, get a little touch of glycerin here. Get some of this off of my brush. Okay, we're going to start over here on the lit side. And we're just going to give a push, and we're going to slide in. Push, slide in. Push. Like that. So we're pretty much establishing the lit side of the leaf. We're going to come over here. We're going to get one. Aim it that way. And we're going to give a little curve in there like that. Once again, this is the lit side of the flower. I'm overlapping each stroke also. Some of the striations I'll keep, some I will not, some I'll just wipe away. And they're just for decorative purposes and guiding your eye to where they are really. And like that. We'll do it here in the middle. I'll have a bright middle. And then I'll just fade it out. Like that. A little touch of white, a little more yellow. Mix it in there. And remember, white, titanium white, I have to specify. Titanium white is very opaque. Once again, be kind of careful with it. Here, let's go on this side. Let's go from here. A little push, and we come in. A little push, come in. I will angle my brush to an extreme angle while I do these. And once again, if I don't really want those striations, I'll just make them disappear. Okay. Here, let's strengthen some of these a little bit. Just like that, we'll bring it in like this. And once again, I just want to brighten up there where it should be. Should be a little brighter. I'll do that here with this too. And I'll just fade it out over here. Right here, really it's just a quick little line there. I'll just make that disappear. I really want the line more than anything else, really. All right. Oh, we can get that a little thicker there, like that. You pick and choose. Pick your poison. Pretty much, just like that. All right. So getting our little glowy things going here. Down below, the leaves that are, or the petals that are way down here, I don't have to put really such a hard edge on it. You know, something like that. We'll come here and do the same thing. Like so. And I'll play around with I'll just kind of push it in there like that. Here we'll do a quick fold in like this, and then we'll kind of fill it in like that. No big deal. Just let it happen, Captain. Okay. We're going to go slightly darker on the shaded side, or the so-called shaded side. I'm going to get a little touch of red, not much. A little touch of red. Just throw some orange in there. A little glycerin. As long as it's a little bit lighter than that base color, we can get away with this, okay? So let's see. Let's see if we can handle this here. I'm gonna do it right here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that'll work. That'll be cool. All right. We'll come here. We'll get something in there like that. Like that. We'll do another one right here and come in. We'll bring this one inward. Even though it's a darker tone, I want to make it a little lighter, so even the shaded stuff can be seen a little bit there. And I'm just going to take advantage of that dark little patch there. We're going to come here. We're going to put another one going the other way around, opposite direction, going into it. So we got two petals almost facing off with each other. We can probably do a little something here, going the other way around, going underneath the flower. So we're going in the other direction like that. Okay. I can press a little something here. Just press and go on in. All right. Just like that. And we'll come in on the other side. All right. Just like that. All right. So we got something pretty neat going on right there. Okay. Now, once again, this is an addition. All right. Gary does not have this in his painting. Okay. So yes, I can take somebody else's painting and aesthetically kind of, it can resemble obviously his painting. All right. And I'm going to acknowledge this is my take on his painting, but once again, he doesn't have a giant rose in the middle of his painting. Okay. Let's get some deep red. We're going to just go right in here with this deep red. I don't think I'm going to put any glycerin on this. We're going to come in the center just a wee bit, and we're just going to kind of thin, thick, then go in a circular motion like this. It's just a variance of lines. That's all. Something like that. My head is blocking the flower. Good grief. I'm so sorry. I might have to go back and, slide my chair back to the right or to the left again. I'm sorry. I apologize. I keep doing that. No, it'd be more angled if I did it that way, if I pushed it. But I do appreciate it. Yeah, just keep reminding me that I keep doing it, because every time I tend to lean, I'm blocking it. My fault. I promise I'll try not to do that. But you guys know where the light source is coming from. It's coming from the left. Okay. We will put some leaves in here. And I guess I can, the leaves can be a little darker. All right. Now I've already got this color in here. All right. So I guess I'll just add a touch of yellow into this. All right. And as you can see, it starts turning that weird green. All right. I'm going to get a little touch of glycerin to loosen up the paint a little bit. I'm going to keep my head out of the frame. Okay. Now, I'm glad that this green is turning out this dark because once again, it's in the back. And I'll put it somewhere out here because all this milky white stuff kind of disturbs me. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Hey, Deborah, I caught your reply. Yeah, some apology, right? She was a piece of work. Don't know why. I get them. You know, it's all good. But you know, you get them. You definitely get them. I'm gonna take a little bit of care with this. I'll kind of do it like that, and we'll take my time. I'll just really slowly. Now, because I know how to do this variety of weird looking leaf, which I love these leaves. I'll slow it down, take my time with it. I kind of like it looking like that too. So I can kind of finesse it a little bit. Put it right there on the edge. And once again, I'm just blocking in the general shape of the flower. I'll just come out here like that and put it in there, sort of like so. I'm gonna take a little bit of this red. All right, I'm gonna just slap the red in there, just like that. See, if it's not bright enough, I'll do a little touch of white. And I'll just mix it in like that here, like that. Okay, something like that in there. Just like that. Just I want variation. That's basically all I want to do for that. For right now. Okay. Let's put another leaf in there. Once again, I'll take it kind of slow. I have to be careful, be mindful of where I'm at, how I'm doing this. Okay. I have to strategically put these leaves in a certain spot, certain space. Let's put this leaf somewhere up here like this, going in that direction. Let's start off with like a triangle. I'll do for those of you who may have a little trouble doing them or whatever. Okay, there. It doesn't matter if you overlap them or not. It's all right. Okay. Now that I've colored some of that in there. Okay. Look at the angle. Oh, okay, Moose Ranger. I don't know if she's in here or not. I don't see her, but I will write her. Bless you, Deborah. Deborah knew me for quite a while. One of my mini students, and she was doing pretty good too when she could get on her lives. I do have 2 of her paintings actually hanging on my wall. As a matter of fact, awesome abstract and a very very nice Buddha painting she did. Okay, once again, I will go into these weird shapes. Once again, I really enjoy painting these type of flowers. It's Gary Jenkins' fault. It's his fault. Okay. Now I can feel my paint starting to my paint is starting to solidify, but we'll work with it. It's okay. Just like that. Okay, so we have 2. Okay. Oh, I'll throw a little red in there because I can. See, now I like that red. Man, put some red in there like that too. Don't matter. Put it in there. Don't complain. Throw it in there. It's all right. All right. Odd numbers. Our eyes, our brain, odd numbers are a little bit easier on our nerves. Don't know why. I'm not a physicist. But odd numbers tend to work for us. Okay. All right. I'm looking. Where can I put the other one? Will be. There's a reason why I'm going toward a certain side. All right. I can put one here. It won't. It no. We'll go. We'll go. We'll go here. We'll go like this. We'll kind of go in that direction. We'll give them a little trail there. This is more red than green, but we'll correct it. That's okay. All right, we'll put it up there like that. Let's get some more glycerin. I should wash my brush, clean this crap off, but I don't want to. All this mud mixing actually makes a very interesting blend. We're gonna come here, put it right in there. Once again, I'm slowing this down because I like, once again, the way that the leaves will look. Okay, and yes, it does give a sawtooth type of edge to it. I'll make one longer than the other, then I'll bring it back in. Like this, like this, like this, like so. Okay, and I'll pop them in there like that. Let's get a nice little vein thing right in here. Have a curve and go right on in there like that. Okay, I'm gonna keep it just like this. I know it looks strange, it looks weird, but this is also in the background. Believe it or not, this is a background flower. Odd, I know. Slower on the leaves, good for you. Okay. You know, now if I got up and turned him, well, you guys can barely hear him, but he's screaming. He's not mad. He's just emphasizing a point, but he's hilarious. This fella. Okay, I'm just adding a little titanium white to the green mix we already have here. All right, put the glycerin in there. Once again, we know where the light side is, which is on the left. Okay. You guys know what I'm about to do. Let's bring this in closer. All right. Let's focus that in a little bit. Okay. Now here's the important part for doing this type of leaf. It's really a technique of how to get the striations going on it, and it does take practice. I've done pages and pages and pages on regular typewriter paper of learning the strokes to do these type of leaves. You just take it, you press, pull, and you gently lift off. That's not enough glycerin. Okay, but I'll show you. And if they come out looking like that, there's ways to fix that too. Okay. Very slowly, very methodically, just pop it right on in there, like so. Well, we'll get a little something there. All right, just like that. And we're gonna come back. We're gonna do it again for the other side. Over here, the next leaf anyway. Come here, put it in there like that. It will mix in with that red. Worry not. I'll probably have this go a little bit brighter after I do the third one here. All right. All right. Right here. Right in here. Press and just lift up. You want that gentle the striations, you want them pretty smooth going into the red or whatever. Okay. I'll brighten that, but not by much because of what I intend to do in a few minutes when I'm done with the the shaded side. Okay, this is a little brighter. You can tell it's brighter here. I'm not gonna over exaggerate because you're gonna highlight bright on top of bright. But I'll do it like this. I'll go a little heavier in certain spots. Just like that. I don't want it super bright because we're gonna have other objects in the front of this. Okay. I gotta turn my head here because of once again, you'll get used to doing things like this. The more you do them, it will be muscle memory with your hands. I'll have one a little bit brighter on this one. We'll skip that one. We'll skip this one and we'll come here and we'll just add a few here. Just like that. All right. So make it very interesting. You get me? All right. Deborah, a lot of practice. Once again, when I discovered Jenkins, both of them hit Gary and his wife Catherine, I just took watercolor, typewriter paper, and for hours, for days, this is all I did because the way they did it was so awesome to me and they look so pretty. And he obviously he's been doing it for 50 years, so he made it look effortless. And he also did them in about 2.5 seconds for a dozen of them. He just whipped right through them. Okay. All right, let's go to our blue right here. I'm gonna mix the blue right into the green. All right. Why am I doing that? Because they're related to each other. So don't cry. Hashtag don't panic. I'm gonna add a little bit brown in there too, just to grade up a little bit. Because it is the shadow side, so I don't want it to be looking radioactive and all of that. Okay. All right. Let's go right here on its shaded side. We'll pop it in there. Now, if it appears to be too glaring, give it a second or two. It will deaden right up on you. Okay. But you definitely need the contrast. I'll add a little touch of glycerin. And when I say a little touch, I mean like the corner of the brush into the glycerin. So there's still more paint than vegetable glycerin. And I'll just do the same thing here. And then once again, I'm methodically doing it slow on purpose. All right. And it will darken up. Trust me. Okay, so if it seems a little bright, give it a few minutes. It will evaporate, take in the color that's underneath it, and trust me, it will. It's like so. I gotta move my head here, my own head. I gotta move just to make sure I got it right. All right, much like that. Okay, I'm going to obviously add the center veins and throw some veins in there. And believe it or not, it will be done. And we're going to move right on to the tree limb itself. The tree limb will be detailed. The tree limb will be the thing that's very close to us. Okay. All right. Let's take a script liner. Now, when it comes to small details like the veins of the tree or the veins of the leaves, use water. Don't use glycerin. Glycerin's a little too oily. Contradiction in terms because I'm using a water-based paint, but the paint lays on top of the stuff and it tends to spread and smear. You don't want that for your detailed stuff. Water cuts through glycerin like a hot knife through butter. All right. Okay. We're going to go obviously toward where you would represent the center and just add it in there. Just like so. All right. And then I'll add you don't have to add these little veiny things if you don't want. Some people like them, some people don't. Everybody got their, their vices. And it's all good. If it appears to be too bright, give it a few minutes. And you'll see that it's just right. like that bear eating the porridge. Before little Bo Peep decapitated it. They don't tell you that part of the story. All these nursery rhymes and these children's stories, they were a lot more morbid than you think. I don't know who made them politically correct, but they were pretty horrifying stories. All right, like this. I gotta move my little head. When you paint these things in, all right, sometimes they come out perfect, sometimes they do not. That's okay. Just do them. Put them in there. All right. Because if you don't like the way it looks, you can always correct it. You follow me? Hopefully I'm not leaning my head in too much. Is Fatima in here? Hey, Crunchberry, how are you doing? That's all right, Fatima. It's all right. No problem. I really don't hold to a schedule anymore. I used to. But sometimes things come up. And so I just don't. I just pop on. All right. We're done. I want to show you something. Okay. Now you notice, for those of you who've been here right from the start, how I did all three of these. Okay. Put in the base color, then I threw some red in there, what have you. All right. Then I sort of brightened, obviously, the lit side. All right. But because of the striations in there, and I kind of faded it out, and once again, I took my time also. But it looks like, see, you guys know how I put it together. But anybody that's viewing it will not have a clue. They don't know what color I put first, second, third, because it's all in there, like together. It kind of meshes like that. But we all know, But don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. All right. Now, if this was the focus flower, okay. If this was the focus flower, obviously these edges would be even brighter, but we can't do that. This would really stand out because I would put more white and yellow into it. But no, can't do it. And you'll see right now. Oh, when you look at my glasses, all right, for those of you who are looking at me on a bigger screen, rather, and you see the red demon things there, then I'm not freaking out on you. It's just a heat lamp there. Okay. So I got what, 1, 2, 3, 4 lights on me. So this time you can see my purple skinned complexion. Instead of seeing eyes and teeth, you can see my whole face. I got a ring lamp over the camera, so it photographs this actually quite perfectly. I'm the one that needed more light in the painting. Okay, let's pull back a bit. Back. Let's see how we are here. And we'll put it over here like so. We'll go down here like that. I think if I can slide this over, we'll fill it in a little bit more. Let's go on a little bit. I'll kind of fill in the page. I think we're okay. We can do this. All right. I'm trying to see. I'm reading the chat, trying to see. Laser vision. You guys are hilarious. Okay. Now that I've put this in here, all right, and you guys might be liking the rose or whatever, but yeah, she's gonna be covered up a bit, but that's fine. That's cool. It's all right. That's okay. And you'll see why. Now I have to position this in a certain way. All right, as I'm looking at it, because I know I added this in here, but that's cool. No big deal. All right, I'm looking at the photo itself, and I'm looking at where I'm going to place it. The photo is horizontal. This is horizontal. We're good. We're good as far as that's concerned. Let's take a we'll take a 3/4 inch brush, and we're gonna create some dark stuff here. We'll go right here by this green. We're gonna take a nice chunk of this blue. We're gonna take a nice chunk of this brown. We'll mix it in there. We're probably gonna need a little more than what I just put in there. Okay. Yeah, a little more brown. All right. All right. And I'm going to use a slight touch of red because I want it deeper and darker. And I'll be careful. You'll end up getting something very close to black. But it would be a black that's a lot more easier on the eyes. Okay, I'm going to need more than this, but we're gonna get it started. Because we'll probably do this and then I'll do the birdies tomorrow. Okay, I have to do some placement here. As I'm looking at his painting, I got to get that angle good here. You got a little peaky thing there, and it goes right off the side. And then, not too thick, right in here. Yeah, we're good here. Now I gotta be careful. We gotta turn here. We got a nice little like that. All right. You gotta add the sound effects. You gotta add the sound effects or it doesn't work. Thank you, Crunchberry. Now this branch does have a curve. And right off the page, bam, just like that. All right. We'll go in like this, and then we're gonna come out. And put it together right in here. But you gotta have this line pretty sharp, just like that. Okay. All right. Then we'll block all of this in. Block it in. I'm just using the side of the brush. Okay. One thing to keep in mind when you're doing a scene like this, whatever's supposed to be in the front, keep those edges extremely sharp. All right, so I'll be going over it. As long as I keep it pretty clean and pretty sharp, the edges I'm talking about, it'll help bring your object to the forefront. All right, the less sharp it is, if it's blurred, the more it's going to set within the background and appear to be a little further back. Okay, so I had to go buy another Ethernet cord, a 75 footer, to go from the modem all the way to the other side of the house where I'm at here. Now I still see that it's still doing some video tearing. So I don't know if it's one of the connections or not. I have to check it out. And if it is one of the adapters, I got another one. I'll just use that. But sometimes it might not be that. It might just be the internet itself. Because now, when I put the Ethernet cable in, it overrides the Wi-Fi. So it's not the Wi-Fi at all that's doing that. But I do see it. I see it acting up right now. Okay. And my webcaster and the computer are both hooked. They're hardwired. So I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. But you guys can pretty much somewhat see that. You see where the light source is because you can see it right here. And you see it while it's wet here. Okay. There's yet another branch. I'm trying to see if I can finagle that in there. I think I can. It's just not as thick as the one up above. But we're gonna put that in there. Then I'm gonna let you guys go. Okay. Oh, let's see. How am I going to here? We'll do it this way. And it comes down like that and just goes away. It's not as thick as the other one. Still got to keep it pretty darn sharp, and then that's it. Let's give it a little bump right in here. We give it a little wart. All right, just like that. All right, so we give the branch a wart. Okay, I still got enough for the other. We can get rid of this dark stuff. We don't off my brush. We don't need that. Yes, finagle is the technical term. Yes. See, Sonia and I speak fluent. We speak fluent Herschel Walker ease. Herschel Walker knees. Yeah. So every once in a while we might slip into, that lingual. Herschel Walker knees. That's what it is. My favorite number of the year is onion. Herschel Walker knees. Okay. My favorite month. My favorite month. My favorite number of the alphabet is onion. Where's my I don't think I want to use the script liner. Let's use a very tiny flat brush. I'll show it to you right here. I'm looking at your comments. Okay, let's go in here. Let me pay attention to what I'm doing here. Well, he's a Georgia boy. What can you expect? He is definitely from down south. I know they understand him pretty well. All right. We're going to pop a branch. Now, some of you are going to be gritting your teeth. Some of you are going to be gasping. But once again, this guy's in the back there. All right. Relax. It's all good. We're going to throw a branch right in there. We'll put the branch right in here. And then we'll come out here. Need a little water. No glycerin, just water. Some of you are probably screaming, no! Yes! We're going to do it. We are going to do it. Get a little thicker here. There. And there we go, like so. All right. All right. Okay. We curve. Just like that pig on a commercial. We. And we come up that way. That pig. You guys remember that commercial of a pig with his head out the window? Wee. Going right to the slaughterhouse. He's going, wee. He don't really know he's about to become bacon. Okay. He's about to become somebody's ham sandwich. Wee. All right, just like that. Yeah, it's dark on dark. It's okay. We'll do something about that. Don't worry. Oh, a little piece of a branch right there. Okay. All right. Good for Pritch. A pinwheel out the car window. Oh, he was just having a good time, not knowing he's about to become, somebody's breakfast biscuit. Okay. We are going to have a little fern. Yes, we are. Okay. Let's bring this down some. A wee bit. Yeah, right about there. It's cool. Come down, Gumby, damn it. There we go. All right. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do all sorts of now I'm gonna do the texture shading a little different because I like the way he did his. Okay, but I can guarantee you he did it all with a brush. And I'll do the same thing too. I'm gonna do it all with a brush too. Okay. Let's play with a little bit of blue and brown. Let's get some more brown here. We'll just put it right in here. Okay, get a little touch of blue in there. All right, we'll throw some different. What I'm doing is I'm just playing around with different hues and stuff. All right. Bacon. All right, we're gonna come in here now. If dark on dark, I understand. I get you. I know, but we're gonna play around with it because even though it's dark on dark, like you see, okay. You'll still, believe it or not, no, you might not be able to see it on this side. The reason why you won't see it is once that light, it's going to obscure some stuff for you guys. So sorry about that. But I can make it to where it will be visible, and I'll do that with the next pass. I'll do it. I'll just throw some red in there because you guys aren't going to be able to see this too much. Now you got to remember also physics. All right, obviously this brush is going to have a shadow there, but once again, I'm going to add light to it, so a lot of it's not going to matter. It'll make sense to you when I get done here. But I'll add a little bit of red in here, so you guys. And I'm adding the red for you guys, so you guys can see exactly what am I thinking, what am I doing, what I do, shading dark on top of dark like that. Let's get a little bit of red. We'll pop some red in there. Okay. All right. And I'll show it to you this way. We'll come in here. You guys should be able to see some of this red a little bit. All right. And another reason why I'm deliberately using red, because once again, we're talking about, those of you who've been with me a while, you know about color harmony, blah, 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 that type of stuff. You know, I'm going into the college professor line of thinking with this. Okay. So you're adding colors that are already in the painting into the subject. Okay, so once again, I'm doing a lot of this for you guys. One, so you can actually see the thing and see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. All right. So once again, we're having a little fun with the red, being pretty slick with it there. We'll throw it up in there. Okay. All right. Now remember where our light side is, all right? I don't have any green. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a little bit of yellow. We'll put it over here in this area. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Let's put some, and then we'll get some blue. We'll mix it in together. All right, so we get some green here. Now, green and red are opposites of each other on the color wheel. We know that. And you see we got red here. So we're gonna mix that green and that red together just like this. Okay. Mix the green, mix the red, just like so. And what happens when I add white? Let's see. Well, gee, look at that. It turns kind of gray, don't it? Isn't that interesting? Wow, we have gray. Okay. And we have a cool gray. Cool. All right. Let's start establishing a little bit of highlights for this guy. All right, we try to get it look somewhat tree-like. some of that red is going to mix in there, act a little goofy. So we'll come here first, right to the edge, just like this. And we're going to let some of it fade, feather it. Okay. Don't kill all of your darks, and we won't. As I'm doing this, also we're going to get lighter. We're going to go lighter with it. But as I'm doing this, I'm also building up texture. You follow me? So this is only the first pass. We'll come on around this curve. Let it break apart. Let it do its thing. And mainly around the extreme left side of yonder tree. Okay. And once again, we're building this up. Just like so. Build it right up. We'll snake some over here, coming around the corner like that a little bit. Then we'll come back over here. Okay, like that. Let's play here at the edge, right in here. And what I'm doing is really just highlighting the lit side on these little scrawny branches right in here, right on the bottom. All right, I still can make a nice little wedge, sharp angle, and up in there, right on this edge. I'll brighten it up. I'll brighten it up in a second. Right on this edge right there. Okay. As I'm still looking, I'm checking out things. All right. I'm trying to see if I need to add anything else anywhere. We'll put a little stripe of something right in here. All right. And I'll blend that out like so. We'll blend that out too. Like that. All right. Okay. I don't want anything over here. Keep it pretty dark. All right. Hey, it matters. How are you? Hey, Kelly. Yes, boars here are made from piggies. They make great brushes too. Yep. So we can imagine that pig, not only after it had been made, well, that pig didn't have too much hairs. It was a young pig. So maybe it did good with script liner. I don't know. I'm gonna add a little bit of brown into this titanium white. I'm putting it right over here on the outside tray here. Okay. It will somewhat appear white because of all the dark that surrounds it. All right, but it's a weird tannish brown thing happening. Okay, I'm gonna use the side of the brush. Okay, look down here. Yep, side of the brush. Okay, both sides are coated. All right, be very light. Don't press too hard. Now you already have texture here. Okay, so basically, now I think Gary's right-handed. I'm left, so this is not really the way I should go doing this, because most of the paint is obviously away from the brand. This would be the way to do it. Okay, where your edge is to the edge, but I am not known to be the brightest, the sharpest tack in the pack. Okay, and here we go, just like so. And I'm going to really emphasize light on a certain portion of this tree, at least this branch anyway. And we'll get some rough stuff going in there. All right. Mm-hmm. Once again, it will somewhat appear white. It's not. Okay. All right. Something like that. And we'll come over here on this edge there. And all right. Okay. Right here on this curve, we're really going to emphasize that. Come on in the inside, in here. Don't be afraid. Get some more. Right on this edge there, like that. You think it's a little too bright? Give it a second. This stuff will die down on you, and you'll find you'll be adding some more brightness to it. Okay, right here on its side here. I'm not gonna go too far in. About maybe around there somewhere like that. Oh, we'll kind of get some going around here. Okay, and we'll pepper the top up here like so, and we'll kind of pepper some things around the way. This is mostly by feel. Okay, but as you see, as I'm building this thing up and doing what I'm doing here, this hopefully this is starting to kind of click into you, make a little sense. All right. We'll pop in a couple little things in here like that. You don't really have to. Well, I'm going to have to add more because I've got other things in front of it. All right. All right. Let's put a few of these bits in here. All right. A little bit of a curve in there like that. Okay. Believe it or not very much underneath this low-hanging branch. Over here, we got a little bit of something happening there. Just a bit, not too much, like that. Okay. Okay. All right then. We'll play around in this red a little bit. We'll pop that in there. Rub it in there. Okay. Okay. All right. And just because I can, I'm going to get a little touch of orange, a little bit of white. All right. All right. We'll come and we'll kind of throw some of this in here like this. Like that. Why am I doing this? Why am I adding orange? Well, one, it's related to that brown and red that's in there. Okay, and it's adding a little more interest and variation. You see? And it's a nice little buffer between that light and dark. All right. Okay. Oh, a little bit of that in there. When we're doing that color harmony thing. Okay. See that? And you're playing around with that red in there too. All right. Here, put a little stripe down there. Just a little something there. Like you're brushing his teeth. All right. All right. Thank you, it matters. What happened, Tasmart? What happened? Huh? Did I just ruin the groove for you?
Did I just ruin it for you?
I'm just going into straight titanium white. I'm gonna wipe quite a chunk of it off my brush here. And right around in this curve, straight titanium white there. Really strong highlight, but not as much as you would think, and not all over the place. Why am I putting it up top? Well, it's more of a sunlight issue up there. All right. Cool. Like so. Not much really happening in here, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's really not much else going on, because remember the tree, this is not the main focus of the painting. Not even that rose in the back is the main focus. It's buried, so it's not even the main focus. Okay, it is not. There we go. All right. It will be the little birdies. Now, as of right now, because I think we'll do the birds tomorrow. I could probably, here, before I close this thing out, wait a minute, and one more time, wait a minute. Let's get this tiny filbert. We'll get some brown. We'll mix it in with the white here a little bit. Where's that red at? And we'll put some red in there, just like so. So before we close out, let's put this in here while I can remember to put them in here. Actually, I got a few more things to put in there, but we'll put this in there. I don't know how. Let me start with one. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can. You guys can see it. There we go. Okay, there go one. You know what? Yeah, I'll do it like this. We'll put one right here. What did I just use? I gotta remember. I used a little bit of red, and I used a little bit of brown. A little more brown. That's a brownish red. No glycerin. No glycerin. No glycerin. I'll put one in front of this branch here. So that makes this branch almost comes out in front. Very coy, very coy. Okay. We'll put maybe 3/4 of one right here like this. Boom. Okay. All right, something like that. Okay. I'm so tempted to put a few of them right in front of this rose. I am so tempted. You think I should do it? You guys don't type in fast enough. Oh, you would do purple then red? You'll see. I really want to do that. I really do. Kind of, sort of. Oh, you know what? I'll just put one right here. We'll put another 3/4 one right here. Okay. So we put a 3/4 one right here. Okay. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta put 2 more in there. Where am I gonna put them? Yeah, why not? Let's pop one right here. Okay, we've got one here. All right. Oh, I'll put the one right on the bottom right now. Another 3/4 one right there. Excuse me, right there. All right. All right. Okay. Let's get a little bit of blue. We'll put it right in there. A little blue brown. Get it somewhat. And I'm going to use a touch of glycerin. Why not? Okay. Now remember where the dark side is on these guys. The dark side will be right around in here. All right. And while I got this glycerin, okay, I'm going to use my little finger and fade it in like that. And we're going to put some right here. Remember, 3/4. This is the dark side. So we're going to fade that in a little bit. Just like so. All right. Same thing with this fella hanging in the middle of God's nowhere. He's like a little planet all by himself. This little thing right here. I'm going to come and circle him in a little bit like that. Okay. Okay, this one here a little different. He's got a branch. He's underneath a branch. Okay. Like that. All right. Okay. Oh, this one's in front. He's shaded, but he's in the front here. Okay. This one's got a little bit of a divot. He's in the back there. So we'll kind of cover him like that. And he's dark in the back there. Like that. Alrighty. I need more figures on my shelf. Which shelf? Oh, back there? No, I got plenty. No, those are the ones you see back there. I got 5 or 6 of them back there. And plus King Kong is like right there. At least the box anyway. Actually, Kong, Godzilla, no, it's Kong, Rodan, and Godzilla's on the far end. And Mothra is on the other end there. And directly behind me is the Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Captain America back there. Okay. It's a geek thing. We're going to get some yellow. We'll put it in. We got the orange here. It's all right. We got a little bit of orange. We'll just use the orange. Screw it. Okay. Let's go here. And we're going to pop in that orange. Actually, I really don't have to fade it that much. I just blend it. Remember, orange is semi-transparent, so we can play with it. Okay. And basically, you just keep fading. All right. Like so. Keep fading it. Keep that circular look, though. All right. I'm not going to get rid of the deep, the red we have in there, but we'll highlight it a bit with the orange. It's all good. All right. We'll come in here. Fade some of that. Now, I know that this is a little close to the flower, but we got something for that. We're going to do a little touch of red. This is the pure red. Pop that red in there. And I don't want to, I got to keep them kind of sharp. I don't want to fade it. That's wrinkled. Take a ride in the dryer. Good Lord. Well, this is y'all friend. I got no nickel for that dime. I don't even think I don't even think a corner would do for Sonya. Are you kidding me? Sonya being put in the corner, that doesn't mean nothing to her. They have corners named after her. Sonya's corner. Sonia's corner. Oh boy. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna slap a shine. Just like so. Slap the shine right where the obviously where the highlights are, where the light source is, of course. And I'm using the back end of the brush, of course. Yeah, we'll put him toward the bottom down here somewhere. Like, just like that. All right. We're almost done for the night. We're almost done. Hopefully I didn't drive you guys too crazy with all of this. All right. More yellow. We'll put the yellow, we'll put it over here with this green over here. A little touch of blue. Okay, we'll mess with this. We'll get a little touch of white in there. Not really a perfect mix. Not looking for it to be a perfect mix. All right. Okay. Let's pop some leaves in there. Let's get one here. Out there. And then we'll kind of turn it like that. All right. I'm gonna smooth it out a little bit better, like that. So that's one down. Well, we'll pop one here. Come on, and mash it in there, and then come on up like that. I'm gonna do a little bit more to these than you think. Okay. Oh, I think we can pop one here, and just have it go down. We wiggle it a little bit, and just like that. All right. We'll come back here, and give them a little light side like that. All right. Grab some more. Doesn't have to be perfectly white. Just like that. And I do believe I'm gonna have one coming in the opposite direction. Just like that. Let's do that again a little bit better right in here. And then come out there like that. Let's take a little bit of brown. We'll pop it in there. A little bit of that make pretend green we got in there. Okay. We'll glisten it up a little bit. All right. And we'll just add one like right here. Actually, we'll come here like this, go around the little cherry thing there, spread it out, and then we'll have it curve like that. Oh, one out here. I go around it, and we have it come to some kind of a point there, like that. With that one, we're gonna play around with some of these. Right now, I'm just getting a few of these here and there. Here we'll have a sad. Yeah, you guys can still see it. A little sad sop one right here. We'll just kind of wiggle it, wiggle, and we'll just come to a little point like that. All right, thank you. A 3-hour rant. Why do the red pigments take more paint? Red, it's not that they take more paint. Red is a very staining color, very powerful color. You don't need too much of red. And to highlight or shade red, you would need colors in the family of red. And then colors that are in the family of red aren't as strong as red. Oranges and yellows are semi-transparent. They're not as powerful as red. So you would need titanium white just to boost up the color of that particular hue for it to even compete. Okay. But it's just a very easily, and it doesn't even matter. It could be red dye, red ink, red paint, anything, but it's just the makeup of red. Okay. This is why you wash red in either cold or warm water, because what does it do? It bleeds. Okay. It's just the staining color. All right. And you would add either browns or you would add greens to red to either deepen it or darken it. Okay. It's weird. It's weird. All right. How you doing, Jim? No rant tonight. You see, Jim, you spoiled them. Sonia's fault. Yep, I said it. Sonia's fault. Mm-hmm. Spoiled them. Let's put I'll keep the action over here. I mean, I know we got these little things here. I guess I'll throw a part of a brown. And we'll put part of a leaf in here like that. And maybe we'll have one. No, we won't. It would have to be in the front. Yeah, it would have to be in the front. I have to be very strategic here because of the birds and where they're going to be placed. Okay. So I have to think of that. I have to consider that also. Here, we'll put this one somewhat in front of that other branch like that. Even though you won't see it, it won't much matter. All right. So let's get to a little bit of playing around with some of these. Don't necessarily need this 1/2-inch brush for that. We'll get some smaller brushes for that. And we're going to play around with a little bit of highlight shade on these guys. Just a wee bit. Just a little titanium white. And we'll even put it in here a little. Okay. And we'll just come here. We'll kind of outline it. And maybe we'll a little bit of that to it. Some are brighter than others. Okay. Right in here. And maybe around in there. We'll fade that in. We'll play around with it like that. We'll come in here. Oop, that's too gray. Little gray. We'll come here, brighten that up a little bit, and then we'll fade the rest out. Like that. We'll come here, we'll kind of add one in the center, right up in there like that. The paint's becoming a little tacky, and that's fine. All right. And some of this will, once again, it will, once it dries, it's going to take the color of what's underneath it, so I'm not really too worried about that. Okay. Then I'll come back and add a little contrast, so we'll get some deeper color. And we'll come on this edge there, we'll darken that a little bit. It kind of rounds them up, rounds the leaves up a little bit. I'm debating on a time to come back to finish this off. It will be the birds. And what I'll do before I come online is I will probably I'll block them in. When I say block them in, I'll just probably just use black paint and block the figures in. And then all the shading, highlighting, and outlining we'll do online. It just kills the time it takes to do it, because I don't want to really drive you guys crazy with all of that. I'll come up here with this fella, get rid of that. Actually, we just expand them a little bit, make them wider like that. That's fine. We'll get a little bit of light green up here for these fellas. We'll come here, put a little line there. We'll do that, and then we'll have it butt into the other one a little bit. Thought I had another one. Not that one, this one. Actually, we'll just have a line, and then we'll just curve it here. Have it catch right around in there. You definitely have to have a little confidence doing these, okay? And don't get discouraged, all right? It's easy to get discouraged, get aggravated. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Nobody gets these right off the bat, okay? They don't. You know, I know people ask, well, how do you know how much of what to put where? You really don't. It'll be a feeling. Um, you'll know when to stop, when's enough. You just got to grow into it. All right. So don't get discouraged. Don't. It's like any instrument player. You know, do they play Chopin and Bach right off the bat? No, they do not. You'll grow into it. You'll know. You'll definitely know. Little baby veins in there. Some take them, some don't at all. So don't worry about that. Some will come in perfect, some will not. It's okay. You don't necessarily have to put them in there. All right. Now that all in itself by itself looks like a painting already, right? But no, we have animals we have to put in there. Okay. Technically, we're done for tonight anyway. I'll get rid of this. Wake up here. Oh, no wonder it won't get rid of it. I shut it off. There we go. Okay. Let's change this. I thought I had it full screen. I did not. So give me a second. Make me disappear. All right, there you go. That's more of a true representation of what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Pull back a little bit. And we'll put the focus on. Okay. So now that's the way it looks supposed to look like. All right. Okay. So even though we have the lit side of the rose back there, okay, it's still there. You still see its detail. You still see stuff going on there. But it will be partially covered by Chickadee 1, Chickadee 2, and then Fat Mama right around here somewhere. Okay. And I'll probably have them looking kind of comical. Still try to do it as realistic as possible, but look kind of comical at Mama with her head tilted singing. Now, I think I'm going to position their heads where they're both looking at her like, what the hell are you doing? That type of thing. All right. But yeah, we got, let's just say we have about 70% of the painting drawn, already painted and everything. Okay. Well, thank you very much. That's right, Jim. Well, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching. I don't take any of you for granted because there's literally thousands of others that are a lot more experienced than I am, but you want to spend your time with me, and I'm grateful. All right, guys, you take it easy. It's slowly becoming the weekend. I had to put my truck in the shop, so I'm pretty much homebound. Unless I really have to go somewhere, then I'll just take the other vehicle. But looks like we're gonna have a very interesting weekend coming up, starting tomorrow evening. So we're gonna see what that entails. We've been lucky so far. We've missed major blasts, but I don't know if we're gonna miss this one. I think this one's coming straight for us. And I think it's going to happen Thursday night, I believe. So, all right. And you know, I'm gonna end with my craziness, but I enjoy looking at it. Once again, guys, I shall see you, and you guys take care, and bye-bye.